Hello, in this video we will talk about odd and even functions, and we have a rule. If f of x is odd function, or we can say if f of x, f of negative x equals to negative f of x, then f of x is odd function. Then f of x is odd function. Then f of x is odd function. Okay? And if f of negative x equals to f of x, then we say that then f of x is even function. If f of negative x not equals to f of x and not equals to negative f of x, then we say that in this case f of x is not odd, not even. Okay? So if f of negative x is equals to negative f of x, then f of x is odd function. And if negative f of x equals to f of x, then f of x is even function. Let's do an example. Determine whether f of x odd or even or neither. Okay, example. Let f of x equals x, f of x equals to x squared plus 2. Okay, determine if this function odd or even. Odd or even. Okay, now just take f of negative x, which is negative x squared plus 2, which is x squared plus 2, and this x squared plus 2 equals to f of x, right? So this is f of x. So f of x equals x squared plus 2 is odd. So f is even, not odd, even function. Actually, all polynomials of even degree is even functions. Okay? All polynomials of even degree is even functions. What about f of x equals x cubed minus 3? Is this function odd or even? Just take f of negative x, which is negative x the whole cube minus 3, right? So it's negative x cube is negative x cube minus 3, and this is not even, not f of x, so it's not even, and not negative f of x, so also it's not even. Okay, so this function is not even and not odd. Okay, not even, not odd. Okay, what about f of x alone? F of x equals x cubed. Just this function is actually odd function because f of negative x is negative x cubed, which is negative x cubed, which is negative x cubed. Okay, so this is negative f of x. So this function is odd function. So f is odd function. Okay? Also, what about sine and cosine x? F of x equals sine x. Sine x. Take f of negative x equals sine negative x, and this is identity. It's equals to negative sine x, which is negative f of x. So sine x is sine x. So sine x is odd function. Okay, sine x is odd function. Now, what about cosine x? What about cosine x? F of x equals cosine x. Example 6. F of x equals to cosine x. This is brackets. Cosine x. Cosine x, just take f of negative x, which is cosine negative x, and we know that cosine negative x is cosine x. This is identity, right? So this is f of x. So cosine x is even function, okay? Cosine x is even function. Okay, so odd and even functions, if f of x equals f of negative, if f of negative x equals to negative f of x, then f is odd, okay? If f of negative x equals f of x, then f is even function, okay? That's enough in this video. Thank you so much.